So this is a time of year when a lot of people decide to leave this life. For some reason, December and January are a time when a lot of people cross over. And I forget who told me that, but somebody was telling me that. And it definitely was true in the case of my family. My mom died in January, my dad died in December, different years. But my mom's crossing is the one I want to talk about because it's kind of interesting. So it was December 2017 and there was snow on the ground in North Carolina, and it was below freezing. And by her window, there were no trees or anything. And I was sitting with her late at night because she had ovarian cancer. And if you've lost someone to cancer, you know, cancer kind of wastes away a person, like kind of you see them die very slowly. And it was getting close to her time. We all knew that. Anyway, it was cold. It was dark outside. Probably around 10 o'clock at night, and there was this bird. This bird just was outside of her window, and it was so loud, and it just kept talking, kept making noise, all this kind of stuff. And I was just kind of sitting there with her, and sure enough, that night she passed away. And I bring this up because it is my belief and the belief of my family that the person that you love is never that far away. So my sisters and I have all these different things where we're like, we'll be on a hike and there'll be a butterfly that will, you know, come around and stay around for a long time. And we're like, that's mom and dad. They're hiking with us. For me, my dad used to honk his horn. I lived right down the street from him, and every time he drove by, he'd honk his horn. So if I'm sitting at my house and I live in a neighborhood, anytime somebody honks the horn, which is, you don't really honk the horn in my neighborhood, I'm like, oh, there's my dad. He's saying hi. Cardinals is a big one. So, and every family has different things. But I bring this up because, for a few reasons. First of all, when you lose somebody, a lot of those memories will come up during the holidays, especially for me. The year after my dad died, I was more depressed than I've ever been. And I'm not really a depressed person, but that year hit me so hard. And a lot of people have, you know, you want to be celebratory, but you also have this, you know, kind of, you miss the person that you had the opportunity to love. So they're close to you. But also I wanted to know, in your life, if you've lost somebody, do you have signs? Does that person show you signs? I'd love to hear about them. I'd love to hear about your experience. And also just to encourage you to be gentle with everybody around this time.